everyone. Today's unboxing is for the monthly subscription service to She Reads Truth. She Reads Truth is a Bible study book subscription service. They have 3 services. One is She Reads Truth, which is geared toward women. He Reads Truth, geared toward men. And Kids Read Truth, which is geared toward kids. And every month you get their Bible study book of the month, and which is different they're different across, you don't get the same book in each subscription, so they're different. Also, you get complimentary access to all their plans on the She Reads Truth app, exclusive offers and early access to sales, and occasionally you get special gifts in the boxes. Sometimes you get art prints, sometimes you get like postcards, so not every month, but sometimes you get them. You can skip months, but initially when you subscribe, you have to subscribe for 3 months, and then you can skip if you need to. The box is $20 plus $5.50 standard shipping, and if you're in applicable areas, you pay tax. So I pay almost $27 for mine. All right, so let's dive into this. This is my September 2023 selection, and let's see what we got. Right, so we can see right on top that the study this month is Judges. If you're interested in finding, in subscribing, October we're going to look at giving thanks, November is Advent, December is everything new. Oh, I like that it was blank on the back. Last month we actually had writing on the back, and this is going to be a silly thing, but I just mentioned these things because you never know when it's kind of useful to people. And that is that I love these cards being blank on the back, because we typically in the studies get a Bible verse or a section of Bible verses that are for memorizing. And I always use the back of these cards as a bookmark in the study, and also where I write down my memory verse so I have it readily available to go over every day when I do my study. All right, so we have Judges, the book of Judges, which is the tragedy of forgetting God. And don't you love the aesthetic, because that doesn't speak to darkness, and then there's some light over here. I love that they have the writing on the spine, because I can easily put these on my bookshelf after I've finished them to be able to go back to, and I know which ones they are. Okay. There's a place at the beginning where you put your name and when you start it, which I find very useful. They always tell you why they designed that particular study in that way, why they used the fonts they did, why they used the colors they did. Then if you're not familiar with how to use it, they kind of give you a here's how to use the book. Every study is different. They're not all the same length. This one is a 4-week study. They are designed to go 7 days. It's like 6 days, and then you get a grace day. So I never do them in the allotted time frame. I don't do them 7 days because I don't do mine every day of the week. I have a habit of it, but there are days when I'm not able to. So I take my time. I go through them at my own pace. So just telling you, you don't have to actually stick to it. Although if you do want to stick to it, you can go along with them on their Facebook group or in their app and, work at the faster pace. Okay, so there's a little background. In this one, they're giving background on the important people and important books. So then you get where you can read, where you take notes. That's pretty similar. All of them are like that. You have the reading, then you have the notes. You can see here it's the grace day. Now, sometimes you get recipes. Sometimes you get hymns. I'm just kind of flipping through to see what this one might include. Ooh, there's the birth of Samson. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, there's a little bit of extra in it. I'm seeing as I'm flipping through it. And then at the very end, you have a page where you can write down notes. What verse convicted you, or what verse encouraged you, or what did you learn, or what was going on in your life at the time. I really like that because I think what goes on in our lives as we're studying the Word really, that defines what we're going to pull out of it. So we look at things differently when we're going through different things. When it's a joyful time, we're pulling out joyful things in what we're doing, including our Bible study. When we're going through tragic times, we're pulling out the encouragement, the things that, we need to help encourage us or to remind us that God is there. And sometimes we're pulling out things we don't even know we're supposed to pull out because God speaks to us and says, hey, this is what you need to know about. So, so I like that I can go back and look at what notes I've written in the study and then also see what was going on in my life at that time frame. So I find that really cool. So if you like this video, please take a moment to hit the like button down below. And also if you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, it'll let you know when I post my unboxings. And also if you, what was I going to say with that? I lost my train of thought there. Oh, the comments. Well, you've heard me say this all before, right? I love your comments. I read and respond to them all. If you just want to tell me what you think of the service, or if you want to tell me if you read the book of Judges. I have read Judges a couple of times, but I love that the Bible is a living word, and because of that, I get something new every time I read it, every time. So you can never learn everything there is to know because God's always revealing things, always. So I love that about the Bible. It's kind of like, this is probably going to be a silly analogy, but it's kind of like going to thrift stores. I go to thrift stores because the inventory is different every time I go. I like that. And then, so the inventory, it's the same, and yet I'm still getting different things as I go every time I read it. So that was probably a really poor analogy. I'm sorry. Okay. So what do I think of this service? I love this service. I find the studies very easy to go through. And since I do them at my own pace, there's no pressure or anything, but I like that I've got everything in one spot. I like the books are good quality. They take the ink very well. So like I take lots of notes when I'm writing. I've not had any issues with my ink bleeding through the pages. So I like that. I do find that because I do take them more at my pace and because I start to get behind, that I haven't gotten there quite yet, but I do sometimes have to cancel the subscription or pause it depending on how far behind I get, because I rack up on the studies and then I, got to get through them, which actually happened to me like a year ago. And I just got through everything and now I've resubscribed, and so I'm doing it again. Okay, so I feel like there was something else that I wanted to say about this, but it's escaping me. And as my mom would say, well, then it must, you must not have needed to say it. All right, then. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. You guys are awesome. Have a great day.